In order to make the dead acceptable to the public, and more particularly to our employees, we took a two-pronged approach. To influence the public, we began a communications campaign designed to inflict guilt and remorse for any negative feelings they may have had, or still do have, towards viewing the departed as just regular folks looking for an honest day's work. We told them, if you think we are the problem for hiring the deceased, then that proves you are the real problem for your disgusting prejudice against those who have entered into a new stage of being. Perhaps subconsciously, you actually want them to stay lost and gone, which shows your insecurity, inflexibility, and downright bigotry. Believe me, this approach is a well-established technique, which has proven remarkably successful in other contexts. To influence our employees, we began a series of meetings and town hall gatherings across the world, at which in-person attendance from local personnel was mandatory. We rented theaters, conference halls, and other venues which could host large numbers of people. And in those gatherings, we presented the message. Here's one example.
Well, hello, darlings. We are so glad you could take time out of your busy day to join our little get-together. I'll get right to the point. For the working dead, changing their appearance is no more unusual than changing your clothes would be for you. Do you become terrified if a colleague shows up one day in an atrocious orange jacket? No. Of course not.
Let me down!
Then let's not have any more nonsense about panicking after viewing the appearance of your more living challenge teammates.
Help!
Put him down now!
Unfortunately, the message did not connect with its audience in this case. Too many people had preconceived notions around what happens after death, ideas that were held so deeply that those people couldn't be reprogrammed into adopting a different belief system, one that would benefit our legitimate business objectives. Regretfully, we had to terminate the experiment. While disappointing, this exercise wasn't a complete failure. It showed us that we could reach out to an unconventional community and make them a part of our extended business family. We also learned that we needed a longer time frame to achieve full integration within our organization, say a year or more. That would also provide the necessary time for our influencing campaign to properly condition our employees and the public to accept the new reality. We immediately assigned projects to our science teams and laboratories around the world to work on alternative solutions. These were to be performed along the lines already established for the non-human initiative, and the most promising research would receive recognition and additional funding. Once again, I'm very pleased to report that we succeeded. Take a look at this. Meet our newest, hard-working employees. All day and even into the night if required, they can be relied upon to pursue their tasks with diligence and excellence. Whether it is analytical in nature or just some administrative typing, these workers get the job done. We did notice that they experienced some small difficulties around technology, like photocopiers, for example. But that's our fault for not anticipating this, and it will be addressed through additional training. The important thing is that our special hires have shown that they are able to integrate well into their new environment and interface effectively with our existing staff. We were delighted to observe such compelling collaboration. One thing we were not delighted to see, however, was the negative reaction some existing employees displayed towards our new hires. Let me make this clear. Any sort of prejudice or discriminatory behavior will not be tolerated in this organization, and will result in severe reprimand or even termination. Try not to act surprised if you come upon them unexpectedly, and don't misunderstand their attempts at supporting you for anything hostile. A number of our staff have disappeared suddenly and without providing resignation letters. We assume it was to find jobs elsewhere. Don't be like them. While their bad attitude is shameful, it will not cause us to deviate from our path. We are very confident that the future has never looked brighter.
There you have it. Everything you could ask for and more, right? And how about our CEO? I doubt that you have ever heard from a more open and honest executive.
Aren't you glad you joined the company? Thanks to DIE, your future has never looked brighter. We appreciate your time, and your immediate supervisor will guide you in your training from this point forwards. Goodbye.